Hey guys, Coach Mitch here. Let's talk about it today. Why are so many people not passing the super interview for Secret Service? Well, let's start right down. Let's get right into it. For one, when I first get clients coming to me, I ask them why they want to be Secret Service. Usually I hear this term of, I want to serve my country. Well, that's great. That's fantastic. Everybody wants to serve the country. Even the person who, say, keeps our streets clean, he's serving the country, right? The lady who works as a secretary for some big building, she's serving the country, right? We're all serving the country. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a generic answer. You can't sit in front of these 2 or 3 professionals and tell them, yeah, I want to serve my country. I want to make a difference. That is not going to be good enough alone. If you guys have been through my coaching program, you already know it's not good enough for me. And I'll tell you that every day. I said, no. We can add to it, right? But we're not going to say that alone and be done with it, okay? I want to serve my country. It's too generic. It's too topical. It's too boring. It's overused. We need to get more into the minutia of the answer. Why do you want to serve your country? There are reasons why you want to do that. We need to figure out why, which we do in my program. We figure out the why, then we answer it, right? We don't want to sound generic, because I'm looking for, when I ask you that question in my coaching, I'm looking for depth, maturity, and clear understanding of the Secret Service mission. Because once you understand the Secret Service mission, I teach you what it is, right? We learn together. Then the answer comes out a lot more easier from your mouth when they say to you, why do you want to be Secret Service, right? Whether it's UD or SA, it doesn't matter. We have to get beyond the topical. It's too nebulous. I want to serve my country. Look, guys, I served my country before. I serve it now, but helping you guys out. Any job today in America, you're working for America, you serve your country. We need to get beyond that. Number 2, I get people who are trying to be heroes in their answers, okay? Now, if you talk to some high school kid about your answer to Secret Service, they might be amazed, like, oh, that's cool, that's amazing. You're talking to seasoned professionals in Secret Service, so they're not going to be amazed by you. They're not going to be, oh my God, this guy's amazing. They're not going to be none of that. So I remove the superhero type behavior, right, the Rambo type behavior, and I get into where we talk about our values, our judgment, professionalism, emotional maturity, controlled decision making, and again, the mission for Secret Service. We don't go for ego and reckless behavior. That's not what we're here for. You see the guys who are ego driven in uniform on YouTube all the time. Those guys are what makes the viral videos. They're doing an action before they think. Secret Service always thinks before they act, or TAs, right? They think, and then they act. That's how that works, okay? So when they ask you these questions, don't go into the hero mode. You want to go into the reality mode about what you've done, what you have not done, right? I teach that in my coaching program. I teach you how to answer the right way. At this point too here, guys, last year was a phenomenal year for us. We had 58 clients come through my doors. All 58 passed, of course. January, we had 12 go through my doors. All 12 passed. February, 9. All 9 passed. The month of April, 15 went down there. 14 passed. 1 didn't pass his APAC. That's not on me, of course, right? But Secret Service has been we did some really great work with you guys. So if you want to also have a good chance at a 92.7% possibility, link down below, get into my calendar. Now, number 3 is this. You cannot explain your thought processes, right? So you give me this answer. You guys know who've been in my program. I start digging in there. I say, okay, why is this? Why do you feel this way? What happened here? Can you explain to the panel this, right? I get into the minutia. I don't let you just get away with one answer. Okay, blah, blah, and no, we're not done. I am going to ask you more questions because I want you to explain your thought process, right? You tell me the answer, right? But you fail to explain what's behind the answer, the reasoning, correct? Don't just give me the answer. What is in the answer? Okay? In my coaching program, I push this very hard. I got to know more than just that topical answer. I'll push you hard on that because I know you can do better. And this panel is looking for this. They are not going to settle for anybody, right? Agencies are too can surge all they want to, but Secret Service, yeah, they're hiring more, but they're hiring more qualified people. Their standards don't change. You have to pass the interview phase with good standards and good answers, okay? Number 4, Struggling with follow-up questions. So I do this all the time to you guys in my coaching program. You know this already. I'll ask you a question, then what I do? I go for more answers, and I go for more. I say, okay, why is this? Okay, what happened there? And this is your story, but so many people stumble because they don't understand what I'm doing. I'm probing for weaknesses. I'm probing for exaggerations. I'm probing for poor self-awareness, because even in your own story, I can show where you yourself are showing poor self-awareness in your own story. And so because we're on the same team, I show you how to fix that. I want to make it so you are 100% presentable in this interview process, that you actually do super in the super interview, right? This is no joke. This can determine the next 20, 25 years of your life by getting through the super interview. So what we're gonna do is critical. I'm gonna ask you these questions and make sure you know how to answer them beyond just the regular old boring ho-hum stuff, okay? Last thing is this, guys. Many of you are treating this like a friendly HR conversation. That's where many of you get burned, where you're told to come back in 6, 12, whatever, don't come, just go away, because you don't walk into this interview thinking it's gonna be about civilian type questions. No one cares about where you're gonna be in 5 years. No one cares about your degree right there. No, that's not the place to show off your education or where you're gonna be in 5 years. It's the place to show off if you understand the mission, emotional awareness, right? Situational awareness, right? Things like that. They are trying to find out if you have judgment, integrity, accountability, adaptability. That's what they're there for. They don't want to have the corporate mindset, okay? I see many people who come to me the second time for an interview. The first time they had this corporate mindset at the interview. That doesn't belong in the Secret Service interview process. It has no place there whatsoever. Nobody cares about your corporate mindset in a Secret Service interview. It doesn't belong. You have to understand, look, guys, Secret Service is not searching for perfect people. I'm not. They're searching for people who consistently demonstrate sound judgment, right? Emotional maturity, right? Accountability, for sure. Personal responsibility, right? Mission focus, and the ability to perform under pressure. These are the things, guys. Quiet professionalism is what wins. If you're serious about joining CBP, If you're serious about Secret Service and getting past the super interview, get into my links below, get into my calendar, and I'll show you how it's done, okay? Once you sign up, it's all automated. You'll sign up, make a username, a password, get into my calendar, set up your own time according to your own time and date, and we go from there, okay? That's how that works. You guys take care, have a good day. Bye.